Hi, thank you so much for joining me today. This is Jenny Oya with Nuggets and Things. I wanted to share something with you today about, are you type of person that you could be a great role model for somebody who wants to be like you, right? Because there's always somebody who wants to be like you, whether it's one of your children, grandchildren, nieces, neighbor, somebody wants to mimic your life. Now, when they're choosing to mimic your life, make sure it's something that you don't mind them, want to do. Do things that you wish if somebody would mimic you, mock you, or try to be as you, that there's something great gonna come out of it, right? Because we got some highs and lows, right, about our life. Some things you want people to know, and the things you don't, the things you want them to see, and the things you wish you didn't, right? But today, I want to share something with you about uh, sometimes you are the display, right? You are what people are seeing. You are the model that people are seeing every single day. So what are they seeing when they see you? What are they saying when they see you? What are they thinking when they see you? And what are they wanting when they see you? Because sometimes you have to understand, you're on display every time you get in the presence of people. And I think I shared before in a video about how I used to get on my children. I used to tell them, I said, look, dress like you're going for an interview. Dress like you're on display. Dress like you are getting ready to make the first impression to somebody today. And they are only going to know you by what they're seeing. They're not investigating about your heart. They ain't picking up your past, your background, none of that. Because you only get that one chance to make a first impression. You could either it be a go or a no, right? And so I was sharing. I said, look, when you step outside your door, honey, you can look anywhere you want to inside, right? You want to have on mismatched socks. You got on a t-shirt, got holes all in it. I ain't talking about the ones I designed now. Stop messing with me. So, but all those things that you want to have done, right? We're not talking about that. We're talking about, when you step outside your door, understand that somebody is watching you. And some people say, I don't care. Well, okay. But for those of you who do care, because some people are looking for opportunities. Some people are looking to network with someone. Some people are looking for relationships, being able, to get a promotion, whatever it may be, right? A business. Somebody's watching you. And sometimes they're watching you every single day. And they are checking off. I saw them the other day and they look like this. Let me see if they can do it 2 days in a row. Somebody told me that one day. They said, when I was with you, I saw something and I said, let me see if it's real. Let me see. Without telling you that they're watching your life and they're trying to see if your life is something that they want to mimic or something they want to bring into their life, their business, their goals, their opportunities. So you want to make sure if it is your desire to meet and greet, then make sure you making a great presentation every single every day, right? And I was sharing with my son. I said, look, uh, I was talking to about something that was going on, and I was sharing. I said, look, I don't understand. I'm trying to share with people who I try to mentor and try to bring into the circle, the village, the tribe. And I said, look, you got to be concerned about your appearance. Your appearance has a lot to do with you, right? You have the best heart. You have great intentions, but nobody sees that. When they see you for the first time, they're looking at this, your cover. and your cover needs to be, together, right? And if there's something going on that you cannot present yourself the way you desire, then you figure out how to get better at that, right? Meaning, I'm telling you, whew, I gotta take a breather because sometimes, and then when I get a phone call, you know, telling me, you need to address this with somebody because they're not doing this and not doing whatever it may be, right? And I'm like, dang, I done shared this so many times, and I do this on a regular for years. And I tell you why maybe I'm a little bit more of a stickler about appearance. Long story short, probably at age 15, um, I was my desire was to be a model, and so I had an agency up in New York. I'm not even going to pull the name, but I know you would know it. But I had this agency that was interested in me, and back then in this, I said 74, 75, we had two magazines called Jet. I think it was Black Essence. But anyway, these two magazines, that was geared towards, people of color, was interested in me being a model. And so, and again, I'm under age 16, and they came to the house, and the agent came in, and back in the 70s now, 74, 75, they was going to pay me $30 an hour to be a model. $30 an hour. Now I can't hardly get that today, and this is like 40 years ago, right? So anyway, I'm excited, right? I'm going to make this kind of money. I'm still in school. I got my dream come true, because I had learned, how to walk with that book on my head, do that catwalk. I was doing all that stuff, right? So I'm ready and excited. And so now they need to get my mother's permission for me to become a model. Because now I have to come from her wing because I'm getting ready to go to another state and I'll be traveling, yada, yada. They'll be tutoring me. And so they had everything in contract. They were sharing it with my mother. And when he walked out the door, he said, "I'm sorry." I said, "I'm sorry." So I walked in the house. I said, "Mama," I said, "Well, what happened, Mama? What happened?" I'm excited. And she says, "Nah, I can't let you go." I said, "Mama, why?" And she said, "No, you're too young." I said, "Mama, I'm going to be making $30 an hour. Mama, I'm going to be doing my dream." And I'm just, "Mama, please, Mama, please." She says, "No, I'm not going to do it." Now, back in my day, once your parents said no, now, dare you to fall out on the floor, talking about holding your breath, screaming, hollering, and kicking, and all that. Oh, honey, please. In my day, in my household, in the village in which I came from, honey, that was a no-go, right? Now, you can hold your breath if you need to, but I wouldn't be here today because she would let me hold it and it'd be over. Because I just held it too long and I'm done. Go in the room and scream and holler. Oh, honey, you ain't going to do none of that stuff. The no was a no. It was a no. I was upset. Oh my gracious. I talked to everybody about that, honey. When I went to school, my mama won't let me go. But I didn't go back to my mama about it, right? And I dare not go running around there trying to talk to my daddy about it, right? Because a no just meant no. Honey, I wasn't happy. And that was my dream. But that dream, it got clipped by my mama. And then, my mind just changed it on. But anyway, I said it to say this, but it never stopped me from still wanting desire to still model. So I still model without being in a modeling agency, right? I still choose that I want to look my best wherever I go, whatever the occasion is. I don't care if I'm walking through the park. I don't care if I'm, whether I'm going into an event or work or a date to the store. I try to always still look my best because that still was in my mind. I had the opportunity. And I still do every day. And then I had a great sweetheart tell me, say, you model every day. You know, you model class, you model sophistication, you model educated wisdom, you model love, you model integrity. Those things, you can't get in clothes. So be the role model that you are and just design it the way you want to, and which I do. And that's my choice. I chose to do that. That was the route I chose I wanted to go. Say this. We don't have a lot of opportunities sometimes to meet and greet the right people, right? And I'm not throwing names, but I've sat with people who were millionaires, right? And when you sat with them, you didn't see them in designer clothes, and they was driving around and these cars that we probably can't even pronounce, right? They were just regular old Joes, right? And they were millionaires. They didn't walk around with rings on every finger and all this, because they was wise with money. And the reason why they could keep it, because they wasn't foolishly throwing money on things to try to impress people that I got money. Look what I got. Look what I do. Look what I'm driving, right? Drawing attention to themselves. But they were millionaires. I worked in jobs where they would come in and write out a check for, pay cash for, whatever it is they wanted. They were paying cash for it, right? And you would just watch them, and you would never know when they walked in the door that they was. It's like, do you know who that was? No, that's old money. This whole family. They own half of this town. They got whatever it may be, right? Now I'm not impressed by that, right? I'm not impressed by that because there's history behind that I'm not even gonna go into today. But what I'm trying to say to you is, look like you are, irregardless. Look like you are what you want people to see. Having a rough day, hold that. Hold that. And you just walk with your head up, a smile on your face, and know that, honey, you got this. Because rough days will come. Struggles will happen. But they can't last forever. They're not going to be here always. You know that, right? I've been dealing with a few things myself. Oh, good gracious. Look, doctors don't like me. The doctors don't like me because when I had to go, one doctor told me and said, well, why you come if you're not going to take the medication that I prescribe? I said, I come because because my insurance says I got to come once a year to be in my checkout. So I'm here, but and they're taking it personal that I'm not taking the prescriptions, right? And I'm saying, look, you're doing your job. Your job is to prescribe to me what you think, blasey blasey. And I'm doing mine, is to believe that my body has the ability to heal itself. And when it needs help, then, there are other things that I can use, been, a semi-herbalist and working on being holistic, right? That I can do. Now, what has happened to me throughout the years, now probably in my teens, when a doctor would prescribe medication to me, my body would get an allergic reaction, right? I didn't understand it then, but it's more clear now today. I had an allergic reaction because my body was rejecting the medication. So after a while, I just stopped taking medication because my body was saying, you don't need it. So stop putting it in your body. Now that's me. And that's me now. And so that's what I chose to do. So when I go to a doctor's office and they're trying to prescribe medication, they say, well, did you take the medicine that I prescribed? I said, no. Why not? Because I don't believe in the medication. I'm trying this and I'm trying that. Well, it could do this. I said, yeah, sure it can. And you're right. That could happen to me. But now, understand this, honey. That could happen to you too. Doctors get sick. They also pass away, right? Things happen to people. So don't give me the fear factor because I don't buy them. I understand, honey, according to what you believe or what you have been, taught. If I don't take the medication, this could happen to me. You're right. It could. But if I don't take the medication, this could happen to me too. And it is. I'm healed. I'm walking through. And so that's another thing that I model. Me, that I don't have to be subjected to something that I, don't want my body to be fighting with. And especially in this climate, in this change, right? You're doing everything you can to keep your immune system strong. Got up this day and got me some avocado, some lemons, some ginger, some garlic, and some aloe vera juice. Put it in my blender and blended it up. And that's what I had for breakfast. That's what I have for breakfast. Because I'm working on me. And sometimes, for me, the medication may work quicker to get rid of the symptoms. And the herbals may work slower, but they're doing the healing. And see, I want to be healed, not the symptoms go away. That's going to, come back at some other time. I want to be healed that it's done, right? So I work on healing a situation. That's me. So what I'm trying to get you to understand, when you're going outside your home and you're going into an arena, wherever it is you're going, wherever it is, be the person, no matter where you go, somebody has noticed you and has given you a compliment to tell you, hey, sure looking good there, brother. Hey, sis, girl, you got it going on, and that's saying that you are keeping up the pace. You are representing, because who knows if you're seeking a job? You never know. You could be your interview just by the way you're dressed, by the way you're walking, by the way you're doing your thing. Somebody's interviewing you and they're watching you to say, hey, let me talk to that person and see whether or not they're willing to do this. Because I got a job designed just for you because I've been watching you, right? You could be, seeking more networking for your business. And somebody's looking at you and say, would you mind, doing this? Because every time I see you, you're talking this way, whatever it is you're doing, whatever you're doing, that is positive, right? Somebody is taking note of you. Trust me, they're taking notes of you. And somebody is having a desire to be a part of what you do, whatever it is, And I can't tell you the many times that I can go into any place. I'm out walking. I could be in a gym. I could be in a park. I could be at my job, in a grocery store. I don't care where I am. Anywhere. Someone will walk up to me and drop a compliment. And white, black, male, or female, right? In the way you're representing yourself. The way you represent you, right? The way you represent you. That's it. Be that person. Don't let people tell you that you can't look your best because of something that they or you feel as though, that you want to hide. I got a girl, they call her the plus size girl, right? She's a plus size girl. But every day when I see her, she's always dressed. She is dressed, and she's dressed to look good in what she's got on. I've known her probably 40 years, and that's the way she dresses. And she don't let her size tell her she cannot look good. She's dressed, hair laid, and that's how she goes out every day. Every single day. Brothers the same way. Don't walk outside your house and not care about how you look. I'm just running up here to the store right fast and grab something. Okay, take out 2 minutes and look in the mirror and make sure you look presentable just in case. Just in case. You never know. And especially if your life is in a place that you're still desiring something else in your life. You want to be a part of a village. You want to be a part of a business. You want to be part of a relationship. You want to be part of an organization. You want to be a part, of some kind of network, some kind of club. You never know. When you walk up to, you might meet that person that you're trying to get involved with. You're trying to get involved in this club. And you finally see the person that you've been trying to see. And you see them. And you walk up to them and say, hey, how you doing? I've been trying to get up with you. Now, are you dressed for this interview? Because you saw them now. And they're definitely looking at you. Now, they're looking at you from head to toe. And now, would you pass the interview that they're giving you right now on the spot? Would they want to call you when they got done talking to you? You want to join a book club? It's going on high end, kind of book clubs. They get together, a little sophisticated ones, You want to get involved with that? And you happen to, be out somewhere, you could be in a bookstore. And somebody was talking around you about, what they do and how they do it. As a part of a book club you want to be involved with, and an elite club, right? And now here you are. You walk over to them, hey, how you doing? I heard you talking, da, da, da. Now, are you ready to talk to them based on your appearance? Not not your mind now. I know how smart you are. I know you're smart. But now are you looking like you're smart today? Are you smart enough to know that this is your opportunity and you wasn't ready for it? You blew it? Anytime can be an opportunity for you to be interviewed, because every day somebody is watching you to interview you, to find out just what you really got going on. Simple as that, So be the model that you want somebody to, to want to mimic, or want to walk up, step up to you and say, hey, I noticed this about you. You interested in this, right? I walked into the courthouse the other day. I walked to the courthouse. I had to take some paperwork. Honey, I wasn't going to court for me. I ain't broke no laws today. But I'm in the courthouse. I had to go through the scanner. And this guy says, he said, excuse me. And I was walking through. He said, excuse me. I said, yes. He said, I want to tell you have the most beautiful smile. I said, oh, thank you. He said, no, thank you for radiating the day, right? And I said, oh, that was so cute. Ooh, right? Then I went on upstairs, to where I was going. But that was a moment, right? When I came down, a young woman says, I love your outfit. You look so beautiful. I said, thank you so much. Coming down again, right? Another woman says, hey, sis, I see you. She said, I need that dress you got on. I said, honey, you can have it, right? Still walking, And somebody else had stopped their truck so I could walk in front of them, right? And they just said, I said, all right, thank you, And that was not my purpose. I'm just going to drop off some paperwork. And in that time, I got all those stops and all those, compliments, only because, my mind is always set. You never know who you might meet. Now, one day I could be in an arena trying to get something done, trying to open up a business, trying to get a building, trying to find the land. And guess what? I may run into those same people who saw me that day and say, hey, I remember you. Remember one day you was at the courthouse and da, 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 da. Hey, sure, you can get it. You never know. You're meeting people every day and you are giving them a personal interview and you don't even know it. And when you're talking to people, present yourself like you want them to remember you like this. Not like, oh God, I ran into the most beautiful woman today. She was so beautiful. And guess what? I was just like a bum. And she probably looked at me and saying, where he talking to me? Right? Or vice versa. I see the finest man. Oh, good gracious, from Zion. He was fine. Oh, you talked to him? Honey, no, child. I had my hair wrapped up in this little thing, and I ain't even finished getting my makeup on. And honey, I was trying to run and get something done for my lawnmower, and I wasn't dressed for that. And opportunities come, right? Are you ready for them? Be the role model. Be set every moment, every opportunity to understand that somebody may be interviewing you today. When you run into them, make sure you're ready for the interview and you are dressed for the occasion, despite anything else. Be the best at that. I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. This is Jenny Oya with Nuggets and Things. You have a fabulous day. Let your light forever shine. Be awesome at who you are and what you do. And don't let nobody steal from you what you know you can have, which is the very best. Take nothing less than that. Be awesome today. I love you. Blessings to you. Thank you.